rhythm of pottery is one kind of stimulation of creativity, but I find that sculpture, a completely different creative part of my brain is being used. I also play music, and when I'm doing music, a completely different part of my brain is being stimulated. So one is on different kinds of creative highs depending on what I'm doing. My name is Steve Jorgenson. I'm a potter and I live in Winnipeg, Canada. I like working with my hands. I like feeling the material in my hands, whether it's wood or clay. I don't consciously think about the response to the earth or the material. I just like the feel of the materials, whichever I'm using. I like the shapes of them, the feeling the shape and the forms and the tactile nature of it, but it's pretty unconscious. What I'm thinking about all the time is design and color. I'm not necessarily thinking about what the material feels like, except it's always in my hands. I'm from Seattle, Washington, and I went to school in the Twin Cities. And one of my friends had moved to Winnipeg and started a pottery, and I was up here on vacation a few times and liked it. And my job in Seattle was ending, so my friend said, "Why don't you move up here and make pots?" So I, on this whim, said, "Okay." And so I thought I'd do it for a year or two, but now it's 36 years later. And it was a whim that worked out. I grew up in the construction business. My dad was a contractor and built houses and apartment buildings and commercial buildings, and I would play on the construction jobs and with scraps of wood and build things. From a very early age, I was collecting scraps of wood around his jobs and building things. So that was where I started, with scrap pieces of things, which I'm still doing for my larger wood sculptures. My house is completely full of art. I've been collecting since I can't even remember when. I've always collected, and I love being surrounded with beautiful things to the point of when walls are full and I have to think twice before I buy anything, but I still keep finding things I want and acquire. I make art because I enjoy making it, and I hope it has an extremely long life, but I don't know that. But I'm preserving other people's art, and I hope mine will live on. There's a little piece of me in each piece.